It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They run it again with Kamara. He'll take this to the 46.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Andy Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 16. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Pickett now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Gentry, 50 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. The way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Defense offsides here. Freebie for Dalton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. Job there of keeping the toes in bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the foul.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is successful one. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw here, Dalton. Trying to improvise. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, to get off on the snap, they timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The final act of the first half, Dalton. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. So Dalton now. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Dalton. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Throwing on 2nd down, Dalton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Dalton. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And it'll be Dalton again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run again with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. On second down, this is Harris. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Dalton's throw taken in by Landry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this